We got a new episode of Superman and Lois last night, and I gotta say, a major plot point took quite the divergent turn. We were introduced to a new Lex Luthor for the show, but it turns out he might not be exactly as he appears. Let's take a couple minutes to break down the latest episode and talk about what this could mean for the series. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, we got this big giveaway. We are going to give away this PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us some sort of comment. Also, we're not too much above shrilling for some money. We've got this Buy Us a Coffee link down below. This is a great way to support this channel with nothing really repetitive like Patreon to dip into your pocket. So we really appreciate the support. Well, last night's episode of Superman and Lois really featured a major twist for the current version of Lex Luthor, played by Wolé Parks. Now, if you've been following this show, on his world, the Man of Steel actually turned evil, and not only destroyed Luthor's home, but his life, which we learned in last night's episode actually resulted in the death of his wife, Lois Lane, hence his connection to Lois. However, with last night's story, we got some retconning in Season 1 of Lex Luthor, and it was revealed he is, in fact, John Henry Irons. That's right, he is Steel. Now, recently, the writer of the show, Jai Jameson, elaborated on what led to this change, and this is from an interview from Comic Book Reporter. He said, from pretty much the very beginning, the day in the room, we were thinking about Captain Luthor as a redemptive arc, or kind of explaining what happened around on his Earth that made him the way he is now, laying the groundwork for what's to come. Then maybe a month or two later, I want to say last April or May, what a writer's assistant, Adam Maliger, pitched, what if we made him John Henry Irons? And then it just snowballed from there. Now, this change obviously surprised Parks, who had auditioned for the role of Lex Luthor believing that would be the role he would play. He actually said, when I found out it was John Henry Irons, I had to go back to the drawing board on my own at least and figure out, okay, now who is this guy? Because they're two totally different characters with totally different perspectives on life and how they see the world and how they interact with the world. Now, to me, I'm not too sure about this change, and it seems a little convoluted. I'm a huge John Henry Irons fan, so I'm happy to see Steel join the show. But it does kind of feel like whatever the CW was doing with Lex Luthor, they figured out early on in the writing room that it wasn't actually working. Now, as far as John Henry Irons goes, he's been in the comics since 1993 and made his first appearance in The Adventures of Superman number 500. He is a longtime fan favorite, and he stepped up on multiple occasions to try to fill the role left by Superman. He has made it to live action before, but was played by Shaquille O'Neal in the classic movie. Additionally, in case you didn't know, Worf himself voiced him in Superman the Animated Series, and Khary Payton actually voiced him in Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Now, if we get any more Steel news, we'll bring it to you right away. But I gotta know what you guys think. How do you feel about Lex Luthor being retconned into John Henry Irons on Superman and Lois? And how long before we see John Henry suit up? Better not be too long. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.